bucks. Pound my friends in a big black truck. Sheesh. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer, you pay fees for my big show in Ibiza for my leisure. Bliss. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. She 808. 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 Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She 808. 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 I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Montgomery will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens,
there he goes left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. (21-0) our score after 1.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Touchdown!
Christian Watson
from 6 yards away.
And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it is 28-0. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Mayfield down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. To throw, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Mahomes firing complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Trey McBride in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with an amazing diving catch.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly...
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Justin Jefferson
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive.
And now here is another interception. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running for it, Montgomery. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now here's Mahomes.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for him. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws.
And got his man complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while.
And my goodness, another interception.
Julian Love picks it, and the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.